get mad when you switch teams ballin'. Free the home team. I spent 20 on the ring, I'm a trophy.
We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Philadelphia 76ers. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Well, Doris, both these teams have the luxury of a very deep bench.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of talent on both rosters. What that means is the defenses need to be active and aware even when substitutions are made, because the next basket can come from absolutely any guy on the floor.
And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way.
Well, if you're Julius Randle, sprint the floor and get an easy one.
Embiid inside. Pass to Drummond. Maxey looking it over. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Now Conley. Here's Randle going inside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Now, here's Maxey for the three. Julius Randle with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Embiid the screen. Back to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. 16 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
And slam dunk by Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Now to the lineup for the Timberwolves.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Embiid, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. From deep, George can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. From deep, Ingles. The Timberwolves again can't hit. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Embiid. Count the basket.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And here's Reed. Will it go? Outside for Randall. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's George on the wing. Misses the three. That shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on top. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the right side. Back to McDaniel. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Lets it go from deep. Maxey, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. A three for DiVincenzo. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, George. Pass to Maxey. Embiid with it. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. George with the bucket.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Left side, George. In the corner, it's Oubre. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Oubre's got the lead back up to 5 now for Philadelphia. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. Now, Maxey. He's got 5. Maxey on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
To the inside, Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Here's Maxey. Pass to George. Minnesota with the rebound. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Maxey. And the shot goes down. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Nice move. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
It's George on the wing. He's got 6. Pass to Maxey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got 10 points in the game.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together. And
You got to be kidding. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Pass to George. Libre, no one around him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Now Embiid takes the 3, drains the 3-pointer. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 76ers leading by 6. Outside, George. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Philadelphia.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And that one's good, George.
You've got to be in Paul George's shooting space in order to make him uncomfortable. You give him anything easy, look out.
Conley's shot is off.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Randall. Shot from the inbound. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside for George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. George has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Edwards looking it over. Here's Randall. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 12. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the basket is good. Randall's got 6.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it. And Conley is just so unselfish. He's very willing to give the ball up if it means setting up a teammate. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the shot goes in. George has got 13 points now in the quarter.
Just incredible concentration. When Paul George is going strong inside, it doesn't matter what he's got to overcome.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Outside, George. Here's Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Edwards careening his way to the rim.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
George with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 22.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Philadelphia leading by 7. Oubre outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Latrey. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Three-pointer connects from three-point range. Maxey's got 16 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 10-point lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Drummond. Here's Embiid. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers.
58, the Timberwolves. 50.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
The fourth quarter. So get on your feet. And here we all go.
And here is DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Embiid going all out.
He just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
DiVincenzo with it. Miller outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Reed. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. In the corner, it's Oubre. Back to George. Now here's Embiid. Here's Oubre. Reed with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Pulls up for three. No good that time. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Maxey. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the 76ers?
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
From outside the arc, from way outside, Joel Embiid.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
That's a 2 from Randall. Hits the jumper in space.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Out left to the wing. Three-pointer, Randall. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Drummond the screen. Pass to Embiid. Locked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 14. Now Embiid. Oubre on the wing. Back to Drummond. Now Embiid. George looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Over Conley. George, no good. Timberwolves trailed by 14. Edwards. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Embiid with the steal. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Edwards. And that one comes up a bit short. The 76ers leading by 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Embiid, no good. So it's the Timberwolves now. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Picked by Randall. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And it's no good. Third time he's missed in 9 shot attempts. Here's Maxey to the paint. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Edwards at the rim.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. Boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the 76ers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Maxey.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Here's Minnesota, trailing by 13. Drains it from beyond the arc. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Maxey. Embiid wide open. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now Edwards. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.